Leo, he carries a diagnosis of cardiomyopathy, and this really impacted his ability to play in sports.
His diagnosis was very difficult in the very beginning because he was a baseball player, pitcher. He played for about 13 years, and this was his freshman year in high school, and coach was the buzz.
Got diagnosed and went downhill. Just didn't want to talk to anybody, didn't want to associate with anybody, kept to myself. I was depressed. It was big time. School went bad. I sat in school, didn't do the work, just didn't care about anything. And it was hard to get my mind wrapped around that I would never have it again.
He went through a really hard time, and Dad went through a really hard time, and I'd break down. We'd cry. There was nothing else we could do. I had to try to work with him to try to find a different road to take. This baseball is not in our future anymore.
I had no hopes for myself, no self-confidence. Just didn't really care about what anybody. Just came home, went to my room, didn't talk to anybody really.
We found out that Dr. Eason was nominating Leo for a Make-A-Wish. I was so happy for him because I'm like, you know what? You've had you've overcome a lot of challenges that most adults have never even scratched the surface of.
I decided to make the wish. That was probably the best choice that I've made in a long time. Made the wish, and you get that excitement. You get excited about everything, and you just keep counting the days. The hard part was not knowing when it was gonna happen, so you just keep counting the days, and the days just keep racking up.
It provides a little short-term distraction because they have something to look forward to, but more importantly, during that experience, that wish, they experience the hope and the energy that their teenage years are going to have, and it re-engages them in that hope and that drive that we all have as kids.
And he said, I want to go fishing with Peter Miller and Nick, his best friend, and which cracked us up because he was so specific, and he's like, and I want to go to the Keys.
You watch him on TV and stuff, and you joke around, and you're like, oh, I want to do that one day. You never really think it's going to happen. And then you know it's going to happen. You're like, you're one of the luckiest people on earth.
It was like he was the big man on campus again. He was able to step up to the plate, and it was just a great thing.
And you re-inject the what-ifs into the child's life. Now, you give them the energy and the confidence to achieve those what-ifs. So a child's confidence and well-being, emotional well-being definitely impacts their physical well-being.
It was almost as if somebody offered him the key to the door. And after the trip, he was holding himself up.
And it just made me happy, something to look forward to, not something that I'm like, oh, I'm going to another doctor's, or and it was something to look forward to and be excited to go. Yeah, during that period of time, I can't remember thinking about baseball. I couldn't think about being depressed.
And the wish re-engages them back together and redirects them maybe to new dreams and new hopes, and brings back that strong family unit to support each other.
It's needed. I think it's needed for a lot of children out there to let go of their challenges and trials and tribulations for a couple of days or whatever. It gives them something to look forward to, and it's changed our lives. It really has, and I'm very thankful.
After the trip, I was able to see that spark come back. You know, you see the kids smile as they're young, and they're excited. And then when it goes away, but when that spark comes back, it's a really big deal. And I think that's what I'm going to remember, that Make-A-Wish gave that back to us.
I look forward to the next wish. I look forward to the next impact. I look forward to the next family dynamics that are improved or changed. It makes me feel like this is not just a profession and a trade, but more, you know, a commitment to the family, and again, re-injecting that purpose and hope into the family's life.